Hey y'all, welcome back to another video of Star Trek Fleet Command. So, uh, I'm regretting talking about this. So, I received several messages about Reb Deuce's video on bullying. And so I watched it. And I definitely had a reaction. I wouldn't say it was anything remotely to a good reaction. In the video, he does talk about bullying against women, he transgender, and homophobia, and I believe he says gays. And I whenever a video like this is done, whenever I do a video like this myself, you really need to walk a very fine line. And you really need to have a grounded sense of self. Because I think so often we get tied up into our own little bubble and our experiences. And if you're going to talk about women, transgendered people, and gays, you really want to make sure you do your research, definitely grab some education, or live that experience. And so, even myself, being gay, being, I think, one of the only out content creators who is gay, who has been tackling bullying against those kinds of issues for the past 2 years, ever since we had global launch, and I've been making content for this game. It's been a very special core issue for me because I have been oftentimes on the receiving end. And I know how much not fun that is. And so now I'm in a situation where if I'm outing myself, I have to be prepared to take that. And for most situations I am. But today it was very different. I watched the video, and my perspective, this is what I took away from the video, and a lot of people are having different perspectives on this. But I was being lumped into, he mentioned women, transgendered, gays, and then talked about women issues. I'm not a woman. I don't know what a woman's issues are in the game. If I were to make assumptions or do research, I would assume, women are given the sex jokes all the time. They're, talked about with graphic language. I have worked with some women gamers about some of the bullying, like guys will send them dick pics. And, and reverse to that as well is women will set up guys and play the victim. And so my experience in trying to escalate these issues, I've learned a lot. I learned that, unfortunately, you can't take everyone at your word. And this is why I always say, make sure you have proof to back up your claim. Not that I want to disbelieve you, but I also don't want to assume someone is guilty based on your words to me. Like, somebody can say, I was sexually harassed. Now, and I will say, that's horrible. What happened? Show me the screenshots. And if they go, oh, I didn't take any screenshots, I said, well, unfortunately, I can't help you because we don't know what happened. And I say that not to be cruel, but I say that because if I bring that to Scopely and I say, this is going on, can you address it? They're going to be, where are the screenshots? So if I'm going to take an issue to Scopely, I'm going to make sure no further homework is going to be due on their part so they can address this and quickly get a resolution for the person. And I learned that throughout the process of dealing with all these gamers. And Scopely has done some amazing work about making people feel safe in the game. And I noticed that whole conversation was missing from Rev's video. And I'm guessing the reason it was missing is because this is a new thing he is doing. And that's great. I think it's great to have another person emotionally invested in the welfare of the players. However, my question is, why is this just starting now? Where has he been for the past 2 years? I mean, I'm not even part of the Scopely program. The issue for me is I see someone being hurt and they are giving me all this documentation about what is going on. I want to try to help them as much as possible. Not because I want to get anything out of it, not because I want to make a video and say, this person, here's all the screenshots, this is what I did, I'm such a good person. But because I put myself in this situation and I remember what that felt like. I remember how much it hurt to feel helpless and how much it hurt to kind of say to myself, I didn't do anything to deserve this. And so I'm tearing up as I'm saying this. So when it comes to it, this kind of issue, I definitely approach it with the emotional responsibility that it demands. And I always try to make sure I don't make assumptions, I don't place guilt on anyone until we see the proof of the entire situation between both parties. I like to talk to both parties and get their different perspectives to see if we can hash it out and clear the air without involving Scopely. Sometimes Scopely needs to get involved. So when I saw that video from Rev today, those were my questions. And I did leave a comment on his YouTube channel for the video, and he immediately private messaged me in Discord. And he and I did not come to an understanding. We definitely did not agree. And I was incredibly emotional because, like I said, I'm not doing this to get views. I'm not doing this to do anything other than to help people. And to see that's what I felt like. I felt like the video was being made for the views. I felt like the video was being made for all of these totally crap reasons, and I called it out. I could not just kind of stand back because Rev has definitely said some things, done some things that I definitely had strong emotions on, but I am from Minnesota and it's a very, small town. Like, keep your opinions to yourself. And that's what I've done most of the time. But this was the line that was crossed for me. And I definitely let them out. And I don't regret anything that I said. I actually fully mean what I said to him. But going forward, just know that you guys can always come to any of the content creators. Apparently now there is going to be a specified person that Rev has access to. But whoever you go to, make sure you do feel protected in this game. No one deserves to be bullied in a game where they're just trying to escape the craziness that's going on in this world. I didn't want to have to make this video because I don't want to make it, oh, a big issue. And that's another reason I kind of do it without really talking about in my videos. And I like to keep my videos to content creation. Stuff that you guys should know about what's going on in the game, hints, tips, that sort of thing. So I'm going to do one follow-up video to this. I'm still working on that, but I want to get this video out for everyone because I felt like it needed to be said and it needed to be talked about so that everyone can understand where I'm coming from and possibly where Deuce is coming from. And I do think he did intend it to be a positive thing. I think it is a positive thing for there to be another resource in the community. I just feel like the video totally missed the mark. So with that, I'll go ahead and end this video. And sorry for bringing it down here. You know, you guys know that I try to keep it very positive, very happy. I don't try to bring the tone down at all, but this video just had to go out there. So thank you guys so much for watching. Take care of each other, and I will talk to everyone later.